Hello everyone, welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have Jacob. Jacob is from England in the UK. So let's see what Jacob has to say. Enjoy the interview. Hello Jacob, how are you?
I'm very good. How about yourself?
Very well. Thanks so much for taking the time this evening for the interview. Thank you.
No worries, dude. Oh,
So tell me,
got a bottle of
how's your
Coke.
how's your day going so far?
Very, very good. I was just at work, and then I was just playing guitar afterwards.
Wow. And what do you do for work, for a living?
I work in IT. At Buckinghamshire Council.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's not crazy hard, but I've actually got a job interview on Thursday. For second line IT support.
Amazing.
So fingers crossed.
For sure.
Yeah.
Jacob, so tell me what has been the highlight of your week so far?
Highlight of my week. Oh well, that's I saw Metallica on Sunday, which just as I'm riding that high probably for the rest of the year.
Wow.
But it's actually a funny story behind that.
Okay.
Um, I had given up. Like I never thought I'd be able to see Metallica because their tickets are so expensive and they're so difficult to get. So I'm out at the pub on Saturday night, the night before, and my mate texts me. He's like, "Look, I know someone's selling a Metallica ticket for 100 quid,
Oh
right?"
my God.
And I'm like, hold on, what? Like I'd given up ever seeing them live, and they were, them and Iron Maiden, who I'm seeing on Saturday, are the two bands that got me into metal and like
Wow.
really made me love music so much. So it's just insane that I got a ticket. Just it fell into my lap basically. It was great.
Oh my God. And how was it?
It was incredible. Like Pantera was supporting, and they're like proper tough guy metal. It's like But yeah, my mates are a bit younger than me. I mean, I'm only 20, but I think as I went to Download Festival, so I was still a bit knackered from that. Um, and they got in the pit, and I got in the pit for three songs, and I'm like, okay, I'm not doing this. Went into the back and got a drink and watched from the back. But it was really cool to see them live. Like I like knew all the lyrics to all the songs. It was crazy.
I love the story that somehow it just came in your lap. You know what I mean? Just came for you.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
it's
Wow.
crazy. Genuinely the most spontaneous thing I've ever done. Just like, yeah, why don't I just go see Metallica tomorrow? Just on a whim. Insane.
And where are you from, Jacob?
So I'm from a small, it's a commuting town, just north of London. It's called Aylesbury. It's pretty decent. It's got some nice hills around. It's quite
Okay.
a lovely county.
And if I would go there for the very first time, what's something that I should visit? What's something that I shouldn't miss it about the city, about the town?
Uh, uh, there's not a whole lot to do. I like the Aristocrat though. It's a nice little pub. They do music there all the time. There's open mics, there's gigs, and then just across the road is the Oasis Cafe, which is relatively new.
Wow.
Um, and it's got really cool basement for gigs. Also, my mate has just started a events production company called Echo Events Production. They got their first show on the 31st of July in I think Roman Hall. So if anyone's around Aylesbury watching, please come along, come support the scene.
Amazing. Wow. Jacob, in the beginning of the interview, I always ask my guests on the show to bring something that means a lot to them. So that could
Yeah,
be a picture, could be a gift, could be an object, anything you could share with us?
yeah. This one actually quite hard for me because I saw you message me that. I really wanted to do one of my guitars, but I couldn't choose between all of them. So instead, I've got kind of two. This hoodie that my friend made for me. Let me just move back. So my friend made this. Uh, it's got stuff on the back. It's got a bunch of Iron Maiden imagery on. But
Wow.
this, so you see the bass on the front, right?
Yeah.
It's the first instrument I've ever owned, and I've actually got it right here. Uh,
Wow.
my friend made that for me when I was 15. Um, sorry, I can't swear on this, can I? Um,
It's
uh,
okay.
yeah, my friend made that hoodie for me because I got it stained on a canal boat, and obviously it's a white hoodie. You can't have it like because it was the grease stains from the machinery. You can't have it with just giant black marks on it. So she painted over it for me using fabric paint, and I've still got it. It's still the most unique and coolest thing I own. It's
Wow.
so cool. yeah, I thought that would be a good one to use.
That's amazing. Thanks for sharing. It's very personal. I like that. It's
Yeah,
amazing. Wow.
thank you.
Great. Jacob, are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through memories in life and share your point of views?
Yeah, 100%.
Amazing. Welcome to William and the Magic Box. So I have here my best friend. Of random fun questions. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to play a song just for us to relax before the first question, okay?
Okay.
Let's do it. Right, before we start the interview, during the journey, if it comes up a question that you don't want to answer or you don't want to talk about, always can change, okay?
Okay, cool.
Amazing. First question is, describe yourself in one positive and one negative word only.
Oh, one word, jeez. That's really hard. I'd say I'm quite determined.
Okay.
The positive, and negative. I'm a procrastinator. I think is my biggest weakness.
Right. And when you think about yourself, when you analyze yourself, what's the biggest joy of being you? What do you like the most about being Jacob?
For me, the best thing about being me, for me, is probably my music, like my ability to create. I'm gonna sound really full of myself here, but when I sit down with a guitar and I write something, and I mean, it will just flow from me sometimes, and it's music that I would genuinely listen to, and it's music that I would genuinely like. It creates an emotional reaction within me.
Okay.
I'm just so proud of myself. That's my favorite part about me is the music I create. So,
and what's the inspiration for you to write your songs?
Also the lyrics. It's usually life events. Like I mean, this is gonna get really deep. The song I wrote about a week ago. I was in the shower and I remembered something that my friend in primary school said to me because one of my best friend's dad unfortunately took his own life, and it was like really sad. And yeah, I went to a Catholic school. I was raised Catholic. So this guy at school came up to me, and I think I was talking about it. I'm not sure why, but I was talking about that kind of thing for some reason. Don't know why. It was a primary school, and he said, "Oh, you know, he's burning in hell because suicide is a sin." And I remembered that in the shower the other week, and it really upset me.
Mm-hmm.
So I wrote a song about that, like how it shouldn't be a sin, and you know, obviously it's not a sin anymore, which I found out after I wrote the song, which is kind of annoying. But yeah, I don't know, that like life events like that, that's usually my inspiration for writing, and that will flow not just in the lyrics, that in the music. I mean, I wrote this one song the day of my cousin's funeral.
Wow.
And I know if I played it to someone who didn't know my cousin, doesn't know me, they would just think, "Oh, that's a pretty melody." But I cry every time I play it. I'm like in that song.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think it's very inspiring because when you write songs, it's of course always personal, it's always something, and people they appreciate that. As you said, even though they don't understand much because they could maybe not connect the way you did or you do with the song, but somehow they feel the energy, they feel that's something personal, that's something that you mean it. So I get your point.
Yeah.
Sure. Wow, amazing. Next question, let's do it. Hey, Jacob from England, in the UK. Okay, next question is, do you have a unique ability that you think no one has or you never met before?
Oh, any capability.
An ability that you have, something that you think that's unique.
I've got oh God. No, I mean all my music stuff, obviously there's a bunch of music things people can do. I've got a double joint on my thumb, but I know other people can do it, but I can bend my thumb at a right angle.
Oh my God! You know what? Look what I can do.
Oh yeah.
But I cannot do this with this one. Just this one.
No, neither. It's only on my left hand for me.
Me too. The left as well.
No way.
Look, sometimes people it's creepy. They don't like to see, but I don't know how I can do that. But I just can with this one.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that, but other people are like double jointed. I don't know if I've completely. I think it's hard in this day and age to be completely unique. I mean, there's 8 billion humans on the planet, so
But for example, what's something about you that people they pointed out, or people they make a comment to your friends or colleagues? There's something about you, your personality.
um, oh, I have to really analyze it. So I've got very different groups of friends.
Okay.
So I mean, with my main friends, my school friends, obviously I'm the only. There's one guy who listens to metal, but I'm the only one who really dresses up emo, alternative, that kind of thing. So I often stand out in that crowd, and with my work friends as well when I go out with them.
Uh-huh.
Um, but then in my music friends, it's like we're all dressed like that. So I think it depends on the friend group. My uniqueness will
Mhm.
change. Like,
Yeah.
but yeah, in terms of normal, I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I feel like a clone right now. um,
It's okay. I think you
um,
answered. You said about being unique. It's about you can adapt
yeah,
yourself to a different group.
yeah. I think I don't know. I don't think that it's completely unique, but I think that is something I'm quite good at is changing with the group I'm in. So I'll go with that.
Totally. Tell me a person in your life or in your family, then when sometimes when you're feeling the lowest for some reason, you're feeling very well, this person comes to your mind for you to share or to open up a little bit. And the same person as well, when you're feeling the greatest, you feel like, oh my God, I'm feeling happy right now. I need to share the news. There's someone that comes to your mind for both
Um,
situations.
two people actually. First of all, my best friend Rudran. I mean, he's like, my first girlfriend broke up with me, I was texting him constantly. You know, we were just talking, and it was really great to get through that. But then also, you know, I'll invite him over and we'll have an absolute blast. Like, I'm so close with him. Um, yeah, he. I know if I'm going through a tough time, he's a good person to talk to. And
Wow.
also, my best mate Daniel, I tell him literally everything.
Wow.
Um, and you know, he's always there for me. He's always like a phone call away.
That's
Um,
amazing.
I love those two people.
Okay, so both of them, they're watching this interview right now and have a moment, an opportunity to send them a message. What would you say? They're watching?
To send them a message. Just I love you guys. Thanks for always being there for me. And yeah, I think actually they might be my two longest running friends.
Wow.
Um, so I appreciate you guys for that.
Oh, that's sweet. Yeah, I get your point. I think best friends, you don't go around saying, oh, you're going to be my best friends. It doesn't work like that. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? When it clicks, when the chemistry is there, it's like a relationship. It just click naturally. And it's
yeah.
just, you know what I mean? I get your point. Wow. Sweet. Next question, ready?
Mhm.
Let's do it. Next one. You like dancing?
uh, I can't dance right now. I'm so stiff from Metallica.
I'm teasing you. Before the next question, Jacob, so tell me how music came into your life.
How music came into my life. So, I started playing bass. I started on bass. Most people start on guitar. I started on bass when I was 10,
Mhm.
like 2 or 3 months before I turned 11,
Okay.
in 2017, I think.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, I wanted to do something outside of school that wasn't a school club because like they have, you know, strict schedules and a bunch of controls and stuff, and I wouldn't feel as free. And I was like, hmm, I didn't know what to do. Um, but I always really liked my dad's music. I mean, it's kind of how I got into my music now is I listened to 80s pop that my dad liked and he would recommend
Wow.
me songs. And one of those songs was The Chain by Fleetwood Mac. You might know
Okay.
The Chain. It was played in the F1. It's the doom doo doo doom doo 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 doom doom. That one. That's the riff. And I
Wow.
heard that. I was like, I want to be that guy. I want to do that.
Wow.
So I did. And then I started learning guitar at like 14 as well, but I was never any good at guitar until I was about 16 or 17 and actually gave it a proper shot.
Okay.
Um, and my guitar teacher at the time, or he bass teacher at the time, when I was 15, um, absolutely wonderful man, has done more for me. Him and his wife has done more for me and my band than anyone else. I mean, my guitar teacher Seb literally put my band together. He hand selected 4 students from my music academy, and he's like, I think you guys would make a good band together. I want to run a band project. Would you be interested? And we all said yes. We all signed up for this band. That was 5 years ago now.
Wow.
Best decision of my life. I went from, oh, music's something I do on the side, it's a hobby, to music is my entire life. I've got a number 97 actually tattooed on my ankle, just because it's my first band and it's the thing that sparked my passion for music.
Wow.
So yeah, it was a bit of a few things, but definitely joining that band made it that big part of my life.
Wow. Amazing. Okay. Next question is, what's the best gift have you ever received and why you consider that?
Oh, see, I'd go with the hoodie, but I paid for it, so it's not a gift. All right. I've actually got it next to me, funnily enough. It's another bass.
Oh
So
my God.
I got this for Christmas in 2023 or 2022.
Okay.
I can't remember. And it's been probably my favorite instrument since. Definitely my favorite bass.
Wow.
And yeah, I've gigged that thing to hell and back. I've poured my soul into it. There's, every song I've created with Crimson 97, except one of them, which I wrote on a 5-string, has been written on that bass. And every, I don't know, it's got me through like quite a lot, just late night playing that bass, even unplugged. It's such a beautiful and meaningful instrument to me.
And who gave it to you?
It was my parents. They got it for me for Christmas after I joined my band, because I was playing the bass that I showed you earlier, the black one. It's a Squire and it's not the best sounding quality. And also the pickups, they're P-bass pickups. I don't know how much you know about music.
Not much.
So
I love music, but I'm not a musician.
Okay. So the pickups on my P-bass, the one I showed you, the black one, they create a very rough, bitey sound, whereas the pickups on my Ibanez are softer sounding pickups. I can't remember the actual name of the pickup. I think it's jazz bass pick. I don't know. But it's a much softer and more customizable sound.
Wow.
So I found it fit better with my band, and it's just a nicer bass in general.
And I believe that your parents always support you regarding your career when you start your career in music.
I mean, yeah, they paid for lessons up until I turned 18. They paid for, the band, as I said, it was a band course thing. So it was we paid for Seb's time, and our parents, because we were all, I was 15, the drummer was 15, guitarist was 17, and the singer was 17. We were all kids, so we didn't have any money.
Okay.
So our parents paid for all of the band stuff initially. And then obviously as we started getting older and getting money, we paid for it ourselves.
Wow.
But yeah, unbelievable amounts of support from my parents. I mean, they would show up to every gig before we started traveling like 2 hours away. But yeah, all of our parents have just showed up. They paid for things. They've driven us places when we couldn't drive. I'm unbelievably grateful for everything they've done. I don't show it enough though, to be honest.
Oh, you should now send a message to them how much you are grateful for that.
Okay. Yeah, Mum, Dad, I'm very grateful for your support. I'll send all my friends this interview after as well. I'll get them to watch it.
Actually, if they want to participate in the show, they can participate on the Magic Box as well. They are invited, okay?
Oh, no way. Okay, cool.
Amazing. 3 questions left. Let's do it. Okay, next question is, what keeps you up at night?
Different things. I mean, it depends. Usually if something's happened on my mind, there was this one instance where I had a gig and I had a bit of a kind of, the relationship I was in at the time, it wasn't healthy for either of us.
Okay.
I was just in I wasn't in the best mental space. I mean, it was a great gig, I'm not gonna lie. So I drove home. It was in St Albans, in the Horn. Lovely way. Um, so I drove home. I
I've
got.
been there. I've been South Albans. I've
Oh
been
no
there.
way. Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
nice place, isn't it?
very nice actually. It was close to Christmas, so everything was very set up
Oh
for
yeah,
Christmas. Was nice. Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, no, I drove home. It's about an hour and a half's drive. So I got home at around half an hour past midnight. I don't know. This was like 2 years ago. Can't remember exactly when I got home. I got home. Um, and I was texting my then girlfriend, and we were talking, and we were talking till like 4 a.m. And then she went to bed, and I was like, I had work at 8 a.m. in the next morning. By the way,
Mm.
um, that's what usually keeps me up if something's happened. But no, usually I sleep like a baby.
Tell me about your first kiss and your first crush.
Oh, um, so there was this girl. It was when I was 17.
Uh-huh.
She she would like followed our band for a bit. Um,
Okay.
and um, it's so cringe. It started off with an Instagram story, like, and I followed her back, and then she was posting on a story how she wanted a bass player,
Wow.
a bass teacher, sorry. And I was like,
Yeah.
no way. I've always wanted to teach someone bass. My number one dream in life has been to inspire someone to pick up an instrument, to get into music. That is genuinely the only thing I want in life. Uh,
Wow.
so I figured, well, teaching someone's a pretty good way to achieve that. You don't have to get famous. You don't have to do all that. So I was like, oh, I'll teach you. Then I started to like her.
Very sweet. That's very sweet of you to start teaching someone. That's
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. My mate Milo also volunteered, but she went with me. Um, which is crazy. Milo's like better bass. Well, he was a better bassist than me. Then he switched instruments 30 times and didn't practice his bass.
Wow.
But yeah, no.
She was your first crush or first love or first kiss?
Both. Yeah. So I kind of started to get a crush on her, and it was
Uh-huh.
um. Eventually, I told her after like a month or two. Oh god, this was so long ago. Um, after like a month or two, and then she she said, "Let me think about it."
Uh-huh.
And no, wait, hold on. I remember what happened now. Yeah. So I texted her when I was at my dad's play, um, and I was like so nervous. I have never been this nervous in my
Oh
life.
my God.
Like
Wow.
the only time she had fallen asleep. She didn't see it till like 5 hours later. And I was genuinely like, oh,
Oh my
like
God.
panicking this entire play. And then I see a message, I'm like, hi, I kind of think I like you back. I'm like, well, no way. That's
Oh,
really
oh.
cool. I don't actually remember the first kiss. I think it was she was hanging out at mine and we just kind of kissed. I can't remember how it was going.
Oh,
But
sweet.
yeah, I remember the first crush bit. That was interesting.
What's the meaning of life for you when you think about life, Jacob?
42. If anyone gets that reference, let's go.
People said that before.
Okay, so there's I think it might be Hitchhiker's Guide to the Universe. Life, the meaning to life, the universe, and everything is 42. It's just a joke.
I know you are very young, but tell me a life lesson that
Yeah.
life has taught you so far that you feel very grateful for it.
A life lesson. I've learned a few. I They struggle to come to mind now. I learned from my dad actually. I've learned quite a few
Hmm?
things. I learned things to do from him, but I also one thing about me and my dad, we are so similar. So when I see behavior that he exhibits that I don't like, and then I do the same thing, I realize it helps me learn. Um, why people might get upset at this behavior, and it helps me improve as a person. Um,
Wow.
so that sounds really bad. I'm not slighting my dad. I love my dad. He's great, but yeah, he's also. I can't think of any specifics right now, to be honest. In terms of life lessons, but definitely when I see things that I don't like in other people, and then I recognize them in myself as well, I know how to change.
I
Also,
see.
a big life lesson I've learned is just not to compromise on boundaries. Like,
Mm-hmm.
once they're set, they should be set. Because I've had a bad habit of like um, being like, I don't really want to do this, and then kind of giving in after a bit of convincing. Like,
I see.
even if it was just small things. But yeah, never compromise on your boundaries. If you feel wrong about something, that's valid. You should not do that.
Very good. 2 questions left. Let's do it.
Cool.
Okay, before the next question, let's do a little game. So tell me 3 names in the music industry that you always be inspired by. Could be bands, could be singers or musicians. Tell me 3 names.
Okay, biggest writing influence for me, especially in terms of guitar and especially in terms of my metal band, because I mean my main band's an indie band, but I'm in a few. Um, is Bullet for My Valentine, especially Matt Tuck. I mean, I actually learned a Bullet for My Valentine song today. I learned 10 Years Today, which is the song that got me into Bullet for My Valentine, metalcore in general, and just, it's such a meaningful song to me. But yeah, his riffs will always inspire me, the way he writes. And I actually don't know if that's one of Matt Tuck's riffs, but their riffs specifically always
Okay.
have inspired me on guitar. I also do singing on the side, and a massive singing inspiration for me. He's really sadly passed away in 2010, which I was
Mhm.
4 when he passed away. Ronnie James Dio had the voice of a god, and I will forever want to sing like that. I'll never get to his heights because he's just that good. I've done one for guitar, one for singing, so I may as well do a bassist. There's quite a few bassists that inspire me.
Choose just one.
I know. Oh, the biggest bassists have the biggest influence on my playing and my life is Cliff Burton. Again, unfortunately passed away in 1986. I mean, that was 20 years before I was born.
Wow.
But no, there's a specific video, and any metalhead you ask, have you seen the Metallica concert YouTube video of them playing "For Whom the Bell Tolls" in 1985 on the Day on the Green? They'll know it. You won't need to say the whole thing. Have you seen them? You'll say, "Did you see them playing "For Whom the Bell Tolls"?" and they'll finish the sentence. It's that
Wow.
famous of a video.
Wow.
I saw this video. I saw how he played that bass, and my entire life changed. Like, genuinely. And I went home. No, I was at home. I went upstairs. I got my bass and I tried to learn it. It took me a year and a half to be able to do it.
Wow.
Because what Cliff Burton did, which was crazy, is he shredded the bass like a guitar.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I spent hours every day. I'd get home from school and I would play my bass until about 7 o'clock at night.
Wow.
So like 3-4 hours at a time, just practicing that shredding technique. And I got it down now. And I mean, I don't practice it a lot because it's not really useful in the genre I play, unfortunately. But yeah, it just had such a huge effect on me growing as a musician and growing as a kid.
Wow.
Just powerful stuff, man.
Wow.
So yapping on.
Okay, so let's pretend that the 2 of them, they are still with us today, okay? The second part of the question is, one day, you're going to wake up in the morning having 3 missed calls on your phone from those 3 names you just mentioned right now, okay? Which one you're going to call back straight away? Which one you're going to send a message, I'll call you back later? And the third one, you don't call back, don't send a message, just ignore him for now. I know it's a mean question.
Oh, that's brutal. I'm sorry, Matt, but I have to go call Cliff Burton. I mean, like, genuinely, he was my idol for so long, and he still is. And then I'll text Dio. I'm sorry. Sorry, Bullet for My Valentine.
It's okay, he understands. I take the blame, okay? I put this spot.
He'd probably say the same.
For sure. Amazing. Next question is, what does family mean to you?
So, I mean, family, obviously, you can be related by blood, but I think there's a deeper meaning of family. I believe very strongly in a found family. You know, the people around you, that you
Yeah.
might be related to them, but they are so bonded strongly to you.
Yeah.
I think it's rare, and I think sometimes people, you know, overuse it. They'll call their best mate their brother, but they don't really know their best mate well enough to call them their brother, like stuff like that. But there are people in this world like Rudran, like Daniel, uh, yeah, my best mates Sam and James. I mean, they were family friends, and
Yeah.
like these people I genuinely consider family. And yeah, a few more, but it's one of those things. It's very rare for me. Um, I think a lot of people will say it, and you know they'll call me bro, they'll call me brother, and it's like it's just nicknames. But for some people, it's just that much more real. Do you know what I mean?
Totally, absolutely. I think it's just as I mentioned before, we don't choose those people; they just come to us like
Exactly,
naturally. Yeah,
like Metallica tickets.
absolutely. Last question, ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's do it. Last one. I got some moves in the end of you dancing. Before the last question, tell me what music has taught you so far.
Music. Oh, music's actually been really helpful for me. The main thing it's taught me, other than actually playing the instruments, is how to regulate and express my emotion. My emotions.
Mhm.
When I feel sad, the first thing I want is headphones in my ears or a guitar in my hand. When I feel happy, again, headphones or a guitar. Um, yeah, I express my strong emotions through music. It's the only way I know how. Like, there have been times I went through a really bad, you know, depressive episode late 2024. It was quite difficult for me,
Okay.
and I couldn't explain my feelings with words. I mean, I can try now, but I'll never be able to. I'd sit down, I'd play a guitar chord, and I would just play how I feel, and
Yeah.
it would capture it so perfectly for me.
Wow.
Um, it's very therapeutic, just being able to, you know, turn your emotions into these patterns and sounds that you know, can have a big impact on your own and other people's life. I mean, I know I said I wanted to, you know, influence someone to write music, but I'd also love, you know, someone to hear my song, and I'd love them to think, this is how I feel. This song, not these lyrics. I'm not talking about lyrics. I'm talking about the actual music underneath. Um, I think that's really powerful stuff, and I think, you know, if I ever have someone come up to me, you say I get, you know, to a point where one of my bands has, you know, fans following us around,
Wow.
you know, people who love our music. If one of them comes up to me and says, you know, this song saved my life, you know, it really captured how I was feeling, you know, during a
Wow.
dark time in my life or during a happy time in my life. I always focus on the sad stuff. I only write sad songs because I'm a bit cringe. But yeah, if someone comes up to me and says that my music has an impact on them, I will. It'll make my yeah. I've got another story. Do I have time for another story?
Yeah, of course you can tell. Yeah, of course. Briefly,
So
okay. Yeah.
um, related to that actually, this is a really special moment for me. I went to Radar Festival in 2024. I saw this band called Seething like Akira, and I'd never been in a mosh pit before. Um, so I got in the mosh pit for Seething Akira. It was kind of scary. It was my first mosh pit. But I was having a great time. You know, I wasn't even drinking. You know, was no substances involved. I had an energy drink, I think, just to stay awake. Um, yeah, I was in the mosh pit. I was having a great time watching this band, and I saw the bassist. He looked so cool. He'd got like cool makeup on and stuff, like I did in my band. And I saw him a few hours later in the crowd watching one of the other bands. And I came
Wow.
up to him. I said, "Look, man, I saw your set earlier. You were sick. I just wanted to let you know you were my first mosh pit, like for your band." And he looked so happy. Um, he gave me a big hug, and it was just a really special moment. Like, it really shows the connection that music can bring. Because
Totally.
I don't think he probably didn't expect to go to that gig and have someone say, that it was their first mosh pit.
What it means mosh pit? What that means?
A bunch of hooligans running into each other. It's great. It's a thing in metal and rap. You do it at concerts. I think some pop concert. I don't know. I only really keep up with metal and rock. But
Right.
essentially, there's a few types of mosh pits. But a standard mosh pit is you all make a big, gap in the crowd and then run into the middle and just like
Ah,
it's a form of aggressive dancing essentially.
I've seen it. Now I know. I didn't
Yeah,
know what his name. Okay, I've seen it. Oh, okay, I got it. Oh,
it's
interesting.
great fun. I love them, but they can be a bit scary. If you're tired, if you're not feeling it, it's probably best to stay out because it creates a danger. And then if you go over and you fall over, it creates danger for everyone around you.
Oh
So
my God.
you have to be sensible with moshing. Great fun, but yeah, just it's one of those things to make sure you're up for it.
You just made my day. I learned something new. You see, learn every day.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, last question is, if you could be in somebody's place, in somebody's skin for 24 hours for any reason, who that would be and why?
Oh, I could have a few answers. Let me drink to think on it. As much as I want to say, I wouldn't change anything for the world. That's cringe. I want to choose someone cool. Probably a musician in a big band. But it's which band? Which bands have the most influence on me? Oh, mate, that's an incredibly difficult question.
For any reason, it could be just for you to understand the way they think, the way they live life, or the way they approach life. Could be anything.
I'm gonna go with a funny answer. This will be funny to like emos and metalheads. Ronnie Radke, and I would post so much because he's quite a controversial character. He posts like so much stuff online. I would respond to all of his haters, and it would just be as him. It would be so funny. It would be so jokes.
Amazing.
I'm sure I'd get the metal community to laugh a bit.
Amazing. Right, so then yet, let's play now the word association game. Okay, I'm going to say some words, just tell one word that comes to your mind. Okay, quick thinking.
Cool.
Let's start with money,
Power.
fear,
Villainy.
life,
Death.
love,
Lost.
religion,
Bad.
family,
Amazing.
politics,
Complicated.
friendship,
Perfect.
desire,
Corruption.
regrets,
Lesson.
success,
Overrated.
wish,
True.
happiness,
Oh. The moon.
one word for England,
Crazy.
one word for music.
Love.
The name of your band again, what's the name of your band?
Crimson 97 is one of them. I've got 3 bands actually. So
Okay. Yeah.
Crimson is the first band I got into when I was 15. And then earlier this year, my mate Casey asked me and the drummer from Crimson to join a band. Unfortunately, we've had really busy schedules. We don't actually have a name yet. It's,
Okay.
been a while. But then I've got my third band, which I also joined this year. We're called Severance. And yeah, that's a metal band. That's the first band that I'm playing guitar for. I'm a bassist in the other bands.
Okay, if you could define your bands in one word, what that would be?
Oh, God.
Oh God, I'm joking.
No. Hold on. Passion.
Amazing. Let's pretend I'm going to meet your parents for a coffee and I'm going to ask your parents, what's the most beautiful thing about Jacob? What do you think they would say?
They'd probably say when I'm thoughtful, because I can be a dick sometimes, but I can also be, quite thoughtful and do things like, I mean, just today, my sister's out in the cinema, and I saw her washing and finish, so I hung it out for her. Just the small stuff like that. My mum always gets really happy when I do that.
Oh, very sweet. Let's play now Jacob in the Magic Box, and you can ask me a question. But hey, Jacob, you can ask me a question now.
Okay. Um, why did you start this interview thing?
Wow. You know the feeling when you are playing your songs, your lyrics, when you are writing, you know the feeling when you are doing your passion, your gifts? It's the same feeling when I'm sitting here doing the interviews. You have no idea how I appreciate that. You know, during 2020, when the world went upside down, yeah, with the
Mhm.
COVID situation,
Yeah,
remember that you could leave the house once a day for exercise in the park, for a run. Remember that?
yeah.
So I was going for a run every evening, afternoon. I was going for a run. And before that, I was already thinking about doing something on YouTube where I could express myself, I could connect with people, but I didn't know what I could do. My first idea was about music because I love music.
Mm.
And I had the whole project in my head, and I shared with a friend of mine. He's a musician, actually. And he said to me, William, it's amazing, the idea. However, you cannot use other people's song in your channel. They're gonna put down your channel straight away because the copyrights. And I was
Mhm.
like, oh no, I didn't think about that. Anyway, COVID hit, and I started thinking, what can I do? What can I do? And one of those runs in the park, this idea came along. I remember the day, the place. I remember the moment. I stopped for a minute and I was like, my God, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to research some questions. I'm going to create some questions. And I'm going to invite random people around the globe to see how they see life, how the way they approach life, how their point of views, and without any judgments. So the whole idea of the show is about that. People come here, they express themselves. Like for you, my God, you talk about your music, amazing. I can see, I can feel your passion about it. You know, so that's the whole idea of the show. Let people be here, express the way they are without any judgments. So yeah, that's how we start the Magic Box.
That's really awesome. Actually, I've got a little tidbit to add. You say you got your ideas in running. I started running with my boss. We had a little work running group, and every single time I would get home from a run, I'd have a new riff in my head already
You,
before I even touched a guitar.
yeah,
I feel like it's such a good outlet for
totally.
creativity. You wouldn't think, but just like the beat of I would wear a necklace and the beat of it against my neck, I'd be thinking, wow, that's a beat, and then like start thinking of stuff in my head.
I
That's,
love that. Yeah.
I get what you mean about that running. That's a cool story. I like that.
Yeah, exercise overall. When I'm in the gym, when I'm doing exercise, my head is already. For example, this new idea about bringing something to the show, yeah, like something meaningful. It was an idea that I was working out. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna start asking my guests to bring something that means a lot to them. So all those ideas come when you are moving yourself, when you're doing something, you know what I mean? It's good for your mental health, it's good for you to clear your mind, for you to have fresh ideas. So all of that, and I remember the moment, the place as well. I'm talking to you and I can picture myself at the moment,
Yeah,
at the place where I was. So yeah, I guess, yeah, so yeah, that's how all this beautiful journey starts. Through a run in the park, literally.
yeah. I love that. That's such a beautiful story.
Did you enjoy the interview?
Yeah, this was really fun actually. I loved it. I got a
Thanks.
bit sad at times. I got a bit emotional, especially when talking about my cousin. But other than that, it was great.
Oh, thanks again for being so kind and so sweet. I love you are so young and I love the way you approach life. I love the way you express yourself through music, through your friends, your family. And I think it's just the start, Jacob. Believe me, there's a long way for you to go. And I'm sure I can wait one day to come to see you. And I'm going to say he has been in the magic box one day.
I'll,
You'll see.
yeah, I'll get you backstage tickets if we ever make it big. Don't worry.
Amazing. No, I'm sure you will. I'm sure I have no doubt of that. The passion that you have,
Yeah.
that's it. I can see it. Before you go, if you can share a positive message, a quote, or anything that you live by.
Um, just one thing that I've discovered recently.
Mhm.
Um, don't care what other people think. Just unapologetically live your life as you, and the right people will find you, and the wrong people will leave you alone, and it will be
Totally.
so much nicer.
Simple as that. I totally agree. I think it's being your truly self attracts the real people, the people that meant to be around you, and the ones that they, for some reason they're not. It's okay as well. They just go in a different direction, and that's when attract people around us. So I get your point. Very clever. Amazing.
Awesome.
Thanks again, regards to your parents, your friends, and family, and you keep in touch. It was a pleasure having you on the show. Okay, have a good night.
Lovely to meet you. Have a good night.
Take care. Bye bye.
Bye
Take care.
bye.
Bye. So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, to share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why you'd like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye bye, see you next time.